Also, like this right here, I really don't need to see the tag. With it being like this light yellow color, it's gonna be a double yellow. See more detail of, like this is a lighter shade, this is a dark color of the marigolds. There's a tray of plants, and looking at the succulents, and then my finger like lets me know that there's a cactus on the other side. Well, I've always worn glasses most of my life, you know, very little. You know, when I was a little kid, I wore these thick glasses, and that wasn't anything new about, you know, the vision. But when I got to age 13, I was really noticing a decline. I went with my grandfather to one of the drugstores here, and I had found a magnifying glass, and it threw him off because he was like asking, what do you need that for? And I'm like, I need to see. Finally, you know, we got recommended to go to Houston, and it was diagnosed after a string of tests for Stargardt's macular degeneration.
It's a disease that really does not recognize age, and the severity does tend to be a little bit older, but it varies. It afflicts everybody, and it can be very severe even in very young individuals.
I received treatment 7 months ago. The injection itself, it was done on my left eye, and they put numbing drops a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot of discomfort that day, but it was worth it. Every visit that I do, it would be every 2 weeks and then once a month, and they have me the clinicians have me do eye chart tests. And so each visit, there would be an improvement, especially on the eye chart. These right here, I would have had difficulties in seeing the purple because it's really small, the bloom. But it's funny because this is called the rat tail, a shrub. The greenery, everything looks more greener than what I've seen before. This is a variegated jade, and to be able to just not have to be so close to see, oh, it's variegated, I can see that white detail that lets me know that it's not a solid. Yeah, with my phone, I have an iPhone and I use it quite a bit, but I don't use that accessible where it talks and all that. I have my little magnifier, but I've noticed it's been a gradual thing where I'm reaching for my magnifier in my pocket and looking for my phone, and then I'll see numbers, or I'll actually see who is calling. Well, to see through my phone, I'd use the little jewel magnifier, and I'd be like this, looking, and also with the time, I would, you know, have to grab the magnifier, but when I would grab my phone and then aim for my magnifier, I was already seeing that it's like the time 12:21. And I couldn't because it was like blurry. Watching TV, you know, I know who the characters are by their voice, but you know, now like I watch and I can see their face structure, the letters come out clear, and when I'm changing the volume, I can actually like see the number. It's like, wow, you know, it's just, I mean, they're little things, but for me, it's like awesome. And any little bit of vision, I mean, is better than, you know, what I had before.
The impact that we have had with these patients, along with the safety that's been observed with the trial up to now, myself as a physician really would like to provide this treatment to the majority of my patients who are suffering from this condition.
A few days ago, customers came in and I couldn't find my magnifier. And I was like, I'm gonna have to use the calculator. So I just like, okay, I'll just try, because I didn't want to keep them waiting. And so they got a whole bunch of plants and I calculated, and I mean, it wasn't clear, but it was just enough that I could see it. So that was just like a wow moment. Well, I'm grateful that, you know, they're still searching, you know, to find a cure for macular degeneration. I mean, I appreciate that they're not giving up, because myself, I'm not giving up. I'm still searching and hoping, and I know that there's a lot more people in my case. Maybe some aren't even looking at all, but you know, if this gets out, you know, they'll like, wow, there is hope. It's never give up. Don't give up.